welcome back to my channel. As most of you may know, I have been wearing this sparkly accessory for quite some time now, which means somebody will be hearing wedding bells very soon. Myself and Justin have been engaged for the past year or so, and we never really put much thought into what we'll be doing for our wedding, when we're going to be getting married, and it's been a year now since we've been engaged, and we have made absolutely no plans. It is currently August, which means we still have a little bit of time to plan. We're not entirely sure when we're going to get married. We have decided to do a very private ceremony here in South Africa, which we will be doing in court, and I will have my lovely father beside me signing as my witness, which I am very, very excited about, because I am kind of robbing my dad's opportunity to walk his youngest daughter down the aisle, and I really don't want to take that away from him, which I am. So what better way to reward him or to kind of give him that back is by signing as a witness on my special day. I will still be having a really fancy, and when I say fancy, I mean extremely casual reception. We are looking at venues at the moment. We might not even do it at a venue, might even do it at home, but we're going to do something very, very small with very close family and friends. So I'm very excited to get this planning going. So this tutorial today is actually got to do with the planning of the wedding. So I've decided to do my own makeup for my wedding. Hopefully, let's see if I still stick to that plan. But yes, this is the look that I'm going to be creating for you today. The best part about this look is that most of the products I'm using today, it's not overly expensive. It is pricey, but it's not overly expensive. I will try to find the prices and leave the link in the description below with the prices and the place that you can find these products, and it's actually quite nice for a bride on a budget. With regards to planning a wedding, myself and Justin have decided to do a vlog, whatever, on our plans and what we're going to be doing, the venues we're going to be visiting, the people we're going to be seeing, and everything. So I'm going to be vlogging every little part of wedding planning for you guys, so you can also see what kind of planning it goes into doing a very small wedding. Guys, I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if you want to know how to get this look, then please keep on watching. I am going to be doing potential looks that I'm going to be doing. Maybe not quite the look that I'm doing today will be the look I'm doing for my wedding. I'm probably going to end up getting someone to do my makeup for me. So I'm going to dip into my handy dandy bag of makeup. Let's do this! On the day, I will be wearing an SPF free foundation. SPF will reflect onto the flash photography that I'll be doing. For now, I'm going to be using a normal foundation. I'm using the Revlon Color Stay Active Mattifying Foundation in the shade 005 Medium Beige. I'm going to be concealing the dark circles I have left under my eyes, and also just to conceal a couple of my blemishes on my face. To do that, I'm going to be using my Revlon Color Stay Concealer, and this is in the shade 03 Medium Light. Just taking it from the applicator, lightly dragging it downwards under my eyes. Also going to do down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, by my nostrils, by my lips, my chin, and the sides of my face. Everywhere that I've just concealed, especially in the corners, little corners I cannot reach, like the inner corners and the nose, I'm just going to be taking my RockaBelle Cosmetics Concealer brush, and I'm just going to run over those areas with this brush. Alright, so I'm going to jump right into the eyes, and for the eyes I want to go quite dramatic, not too crazy. So I'm just going to prime my eyes. I'll be using my Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be putting it on my eyes from the applicator and then blending it in with my finger. For extra insurance on the eyeshadow, prevent it from creasing, I'm just going to be taking my Yardley Loose Powder. in this shade Translucent Buff. I'm going to be applying that with my MAC 227, and I'm going to be applying that from crease to brow bone. I'm just quickly going to jump off camera, do my eyebrows, and I will be right back. Okay, so the palette I am going to be using today is the Kangol eyeshadow palette. Kangol has come out with a bunch of these palettes and I'm obsessed. So far, so good. The pigment is alright, it's not too crazy, but if you build it up, it can actually be quite a nice product. They actually look like the Naked palette. They actually do come in various different colors. Yeah, I had no time, I needed an eyeshadow palette. I thought that this was perfect. This is the first one I looked at. I'm like, okay, cool, they all look all the same. I just grabbed the first one I got and then I left and went home. But let me go look at the palettes and see maybe if they have different ones, and they do. Do not know the name of this specific palette because the name is actually on the box. For the transitional shade, I'll be going in with the second shade right here. I'm using the fluffy end of the brush that it comes with. When you're putting in your transitional shades, even though they are lighter than the actual base shade that you put on, you do want to go from the crease, you want to put more pressure, and then going up you want to put less pressure. Just to get a bit more dimension with the transitional shade, I'm going to be going in with the shade Moca, and this is by RockaBelle Cosmetics, using the same brush and the same technique. Using the fourth shade in this palette, I'm just going to be deepening up the crease a little bit more, and to do that I'll be using the flat side of the brush. And I'm really going to tuck it into the crease. Firstly, what you want to do is you want to lay the color down first, and then you will blend it in afterwards. To darken up this look, I'm going to be going into the last shade in this palette, and that is almost like a navy blue, almost black shade. It's not completely black, and I'll be applying that close to the lash line using the flat end of the brush, and just applying it into a V shape on the outer corner. Taking some of that transitional shade on the fluffy side of the brush, I'm just going to blend in the black shade. Taking the fluffy end of the brush, I'm going to dip in a little bit more of the black shade and just tapping it into the outer corners just to intensify it a bit more. Now moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to be repeating the same technique that I did on the top, just to the lower lash line and in a much smaller margin. Now for the middle section of the lids, I'm going to be going into the fourth shade from the other end. I'm going to be taking that same shade and just bringing it slightly into the inner corner. Then taking the very first shade in this palette, using that same MAC brush, I'm going to be applying that to the inner corners. Taking that same boutique brush that I used before for the lower lash line, I'm just going to be diffusing the two colors together. Before I move on, I just want to set my entire face, and I'm going to be using my Yardley Loose Powder in Translucent Buff, lightly dusting this all over my face. Taking my Essence Kohl liner in the shade 01, which is black, I'm going to be tight lining the upper waterline and the lower waterline. Because I don't want to wear any liquid eyeliner on the day, I'm still going to be using this pencil here by Essence, and I'm just going to draw a tiny little wing on the outside, on the outer corner, drawing it and then blending it out. Of course I will be wearing lashes on the day, but unfortunately I have run out at the moment. So just before the day I will get some more and just fit them on and see how they look. But for now I'm just going to be curling my lashes and applying mascara. The mascara I'm using today is by Kangol, called Lengthening and Defining Mascara, and I'm just going to be applying that to the upper and lower lashes. On the day I'm going to be doing a slight light contouring
because I do want to look skinny as hell.
I'm going to be going in with my Essence Shape Your Face contouring palette, and then just dipping into that darker shade using the Boutique face contouring brush. But with this brush, because it is quite fluffy there, I like to just pinch it so it becomes smaller, so I can really get into my cheekbones and just bring the definition in. For blush today, I'm going to be using the Kangol Blush, which has got 4 different shades in. I'm going to be swirling my brush in every single shade, avoiding the red one. It is just a little bit too intense for my liking. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this Kangol Sunkissed bronzer, but I'm going to be just dipping into the lighter shade. It has a beautiful sheen to it. I absolutely adore this color. It is insanely insane. This does no justice. For lips today, I'm going to be going in with the Clinique Blushing Nude lipstick. This is just like a warm brown. And that, guys, concludes this tutorial today for my potential makeup look for my wedding day. I really do like this look. It actually is something I would do, but I would like to also try something more natural, which is another video for another time. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you did, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.